New tonight, colleges and universities, including at least 7 in North Carolina, paid for technology to track student activity, including protests like this one at UNC back in 2018. WRL investigates has reported on social media monitoring in the past as schools try to detect threatening behavior and possible suicide warnings. Cullen Browder joins us live from NC State with deeper questions about privacy. Cullen?
And Gerald, this is really an ethical balancing act because you want to be able to detect those potential threats without crossing the line when it comes to student privacy. NC State actually stopped using the social media tracker back in 2018, but many other North Carolina universities still use it. And now one state lawmaker is calling for an investigation. Around the time of intense protests and the eventual 2018 toppling of the Confederate statue known as Silent Sam, UNC Chapel Hill paid for technology called Social Sentinel to conduct surveillance on student and protester social media posts.
This is absurd. Universities are using technology to spy on their own students in order to quash protests.
Orange County State Representative Greg Meyer questions the secret tracking first reported by the Dallas Morning News, including UNC's request of the SBI to surveil pro and anti-abortion protesters.
When you don't have solid policy that regulates the way that technology intrudes into private lives, then you're going to end up having some things that are intrusive in a way that is threatening or harmful to people.
When I describe this to you, does it feel intrusive?
It does feel intrusive. I'm definitely concerned about privacy.
Banks Pete is a senior at NC State, which used Social Sentinel from 2015 through 2018. Records show former police chief Jack Mormon pushed for the technology and wanted to know if Social Sentinel had the ability to monitor more social networks.
I suppose if somebody's social media is public, then, what's wrong with administrators looking at it? I don't think they should do it on our dime.
With the world that we live in today, with technology and all that stuff, it's kind of easy for people to get access to that information, even on social media platforms. So for the college to have access to that, I don't really see a problem with it.
WRAL Investigates explored Social Sentinel's use by North Carolina public schools in 2019. Founder Gary Margolis downplayed intrusion of student privacy to detect threats.
The service is akin to a smoke detector.
This raises a lot of issues that aren't just legal, that are moral and ethical, and that leaders need to think about.
In fact, State Representative Meyer has now called on the Government Operations Oversight staff to conduct an investigation into policy and privacy. Now, while some other universities like UNC and Duke continue to use this technology, they contend they're only monitoring public posts, Gerald, not emails.
Cullen Browder live in Raleigh. Thank you, Cullen.